Thank you very much. Oliver Reed.
If one is going to play a heavy in a film, and the great difference between the really dangerous man and the loud man is the dangerous man has a great silence about him. And so always I find I have terrible trouble with sound men, because I'm known in the business as the whispering giant. But my eyes are quite hard, you see. Don't blink. The screen is so wide, you see, that it makes every eye about 6 foot across. And if the audience is supposed to be frightened of you, and you start blinking like this, like Bambi, a lot, which some people are sometimes inclined to do when they're nervous, then it sweeps across the screen and it's not as convincing as if you're going to be deadly. You never see a cobra blink, do you?
No, you don't.
Another thing you do, don't play it with curly hair either. Get your hair, straightened out.
Why can't a villain have curly hair?
No, villains have straight hair. Idiots have curly hair. You want to come in there with curly hair, doing this with your eyes? What, doing the whole gambit so Auntie can see you? Don't smile, you're a villain. And then the accent, how are you going to play it? Let me hear you like.
Here's a copy for you. That's my first speech. As you can see, it says, Ice Cream Man deadly.
Cometh, right.
I'll just do the first line, if I may.
Yeah.
I told you, old man, to leave us alone.
I beg your pardon?
I told you, old man, to leave us alone.
Are you serious?
Well, I was trying...
I can't understand what you're saying.
I was trying quite hard.
And you're shouting it because you've been to RADA and the sound man has told you speak up. I've just told you to speak softly. I told you, old man, leave us alone.
I told you, old man, to leave us alone.
Why are you doing that with your mouth? You trying to kiss me?
Keep the mouth...
Well, you don't have to say, leave us alone. You're doing enough with the accent, aren't you? You don't have to give it all that with the trumpet. You're not playing a trumpet. Right, try it again.
I told you, old man, to leave us alone.
Much better. Much, much better.
I've got another line which I think is really going to give me trouble here. It's, what are you fools doing in here?
No, you've got some more.
Get him.
You've got some more here. I told you, old man, leave us alone. You're going to get the young lady into trouble. What are you going to do to her? Or what's the young man doing to the young lady?
I don't know.
No, well, why are you saying the lines that you don't understand? Don't use your hand like that. Villains don't do that. Bank managers and professors do that. Start to live your part from now on. Right. Take it from the top. Deadly.
I told you, old man, to leave us alone. You're going to get the young lady in trouble, but not half as much trouble as you're going to get yourself.
Good. Now why don't you pause it? I told you, old man. Leave the young lady alone. Pause. If you don't, you're going to find yourself in even more trouble than my grandmother when she was sucking eggs.
Trying hard not to laugh.
You're not listening, are you? Piss off. No. Bloody joke. Go on, piss off. Bloody think you were a hard man. Go on, piss off out of it. Come on, I'm trying to tell you. Piss off! Dear, bloody dear.